Hi, my name's Wendy and I am a communications coach. This is my first episode of Straight Up. I get so many questions that actually relate to many people that I thought I would start to offer an episode where I just answer a few questions. So this is my first episode. The first question is from a young manager named Paula who wrote in that she wants to know how to motivate her employees who don't want to do their job. And it's their job. So my first thing that I would think about is one, usually if you have a job and you are clear on what the job is and you don't do it, you get fired. However, let's just assume that maybe the job isn't as clear as it could be. So first, I would make it really clear what you want the employees to do that they're not doing. Second, I would make sure that there is an accountability system. So if you are asking your employees to do specific tasks, you can get them to sign off on it, they can initial, you could put up a chart or whatever, but you need to make sure that they know that you know when they actually perform the task. And then if you are a positive person and you really want to build some camaraderie, and I think that when you ask the question and then follow it up with, and it's their job, you can't really understand why somebody wouldn't be motivated to do something, that you might look at how you could build a reward system in. What you want to think about is how do you create incentive in people to be excited about doing their job or at least feel like they're part of something that is important. So creating an incentive system, it's important to figure out what people need to feel rewarded. It might be they need acknowledgement for people who are the employee of the week and they get some type of gift card, coffee, you take them out to breakfast and spend time with them. It might be that you create a team goal, and if everybody works together, then there's a team event, you get pizza and everybody eats together, or every situation is a little bit different. But you definitely want to consider who the audience is and ask them what is a reward to them. And you might learn that it's coming in half an hour late, though I didn't just say that. Anyway, you never know. That might be a possibility. It depends on the organization. Or offers some flexibility. Anyway, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for writing in with your question. The next question I have is from Lynn, and she works at an insurance company. She asked me, my boss gives me projects to work on, and when we have a meeting, she gives me a different project and never discusses the first one. It's making me feel crazy. What can I do? Lynn, that sounds really frustrating. And when your boss asks you to do something and you do it, and then they never bring it up again, and then they give you something else to do, when you're a hardworking, responsible person, that is crazy making. So this is a difficult situation, and there are a couple reasons it could be happening. I'm not in your environment, so I don't know for sure, but here's a couple of possibilities. Number one, your boss might not know what they're doing. When a boss can't follow up on something and doesn't give you feedback on a project or explain why they're changing direction, a lot of times they're not clear on what the direction is, which is not a reflection on you. However, that doesn't solve your problem. Number two, they may just get off track in a meeting and lose track of details. That's a possibility. Number three, you could be being set up to look like you don't do your job. And that might make no sense at all. But depending on the person, it's possible that if you are producing and doing things, it's a way to make you look like you're not doing things. So this is really important. This is a CYA. Cover your ass. And the reason I say that is because when you are asked to do things, your boss doesn't ask to see them again. It's like a trail of undones. So what you need to do is to be accountable. And the funny thing is that accountability, that door actually swings both ways. So when your boss asks you to do a project, make sure you ask them for a deadline and then send them an email saying that you understand what the project is and that it will be delivered on this day, and then When it's done, you can let them know that it's completed. And then if they give you something else to do, you can mention that this other project is completed, but if they don't come back to it, at least you've documented that you've done it. Lynn, I hope that was helpful. Good luck. Thank you so much for writing in. And if you know anyone or you have a question that you would like to send me, just email me at wendy@wendyhornung.com. I would love to answer your questions. Thank you so much, and until next time, it's Wendy Hornung with Straight Up.